Accountability Day 4, happy Mother's Day. No reader has ever messaged to ask where I went to college. Nicholas Cole. I've had that saved in the accountability album library for a while now, and I'm glad I'm getting the opportunity to speak about it. I just came back from a birthday meal recently this weekend with a friend, and one of the guests, I've known him for years. He's an actor doing very well, and I'm a model.
Is the place where Brutus killed Julius Caesar, in this square.
그럼 이거 일단은 빼놓고.
So we have a mutual friend that he met on set. He's filming, I can't remember what for, some theatre or some sort of campaign, and he said, I know this guy, AB Inserts, which is my old handle on Instagram. And he's like, oh yeah. Now this is what I'm talking about. I want to be in spaces where there's leverage, and so should you. Places where it's not really what you did at school, college, even university. It's what path you're charting, what skills you've acquired, what stories you've told. And if you are a connector, if you're bringing people together, if you do or say anything inspiring that leaves a mental note in people's minds, that is what you're aiming for. And I just thought, wow, that is really nice to hear, you know. This particular guy, he's done really well. He was filming in New York last year with another friend of mine, doing great things and, you know, DJing and all sorts. And I'm in the mix. And this is what I spoke about in a previous video, just being in the game, getting skin in the game, and using this strategy of curation if you're not ready yet to be a content creator. And sort of putting up all these unique ideas on the internet every day and having to come up with these seemingly fresh ideas that you have to generate out of sometimes thin air, or at least that can be the perception. If you're not ready to do that yet, just curate, gather things that you already like that are of a adequate or competent standard that you've admired, and put it out into the world and try and tweak the systems, the formats, in order to get, you know, more clicks, in order to get longer watch duration, and just share your message in a niche that you're familiar with. And that can be sort of the training wheels on your bicycle, and eventually they'll fall off and you won't even realize that you've been riding that bike down the hill on your own without any assistance. But first you need to sort of humble yourself and get on that lower rung and start climbing the ladder. That's what I'm doing. I've got Curate Club. It's a music recommendation page on Instagram and TikTok, and that's what I'm doing. Primarily on Instagram at the moment, just to keep the, you know, the reps low, the burden light. But yeah, just want to speak about that. You are in this game for a reason. You've had the foresight and the sense to recognize the leverage that is involved in social media and creating a personal brand, and now you just need to do it. These talking head videos are very like low friction and enabled me to sort of get consistent even without setting up the system that accountability is going to become known for, which is letting somebody else handle your financial accounts and earning the money back per upload. But this is just a frictionless way for me to get my message out and to showcase what I'm doing and document my journey. And I'm happy that I don't need a crutch or a system to do that. I'm happy that I can do something consistently. But in order to get a capacity of workload that I'm proud of, and to spin multiple plates at once and become, you know, somebody that can handle more, I'm going to need a system, at least at first, to get me going and to handle that stress. So yeah, it's absolutely freezing out here, by the way. But I just thought, you know, I want to do some night videos. I've been wanting to do some night videos for a while, so I thought it was a great opportunity. I couldn't sleep, and one of the content creators I actually watch in the self-improvement development space said, when I can't sleep, I work. And so I looked out the window and thought, right. Initially I thought I'd need a softbox, which I bought, a really cheap one, 50 quid. I'll show you probably sometime in the future. I set it up and then I realized, wait, my camera has a torch. So even that, like now, that's just extra, you know, load off of my, you know, off my back. I don't have to think about that again. I could just set up the tripod, put the camera there and film and start talking. It's just, you know, the experiential gains in knowledge trump all the theory and over consuming that you could do. You can learn more in 5 days of a consistent practice than you can learn in 10, 12, 15 hours of YouTube divorced from your personal experience and getting, you know, dirt under your fingernails. So I just want to leave you with that. I don't like to waste time. Those are my current immediate thoughts. Subscribe to accountability, and hopefully you'll become more accountable by watching this content.